There's no wind here because nothing needs to move.
Even light does not travel. It remains where it is.
The transcription is, time does not pass here, it waits.
Nothing is missing, and nothing is arriving.
This is not emptiness. This is restraint.
Everything you know about silence does not apply here.
The absence of sound is not the absence of presence. Something is about to happen, but not in the way you expect. It does not come from afar. It appears everywhere at once. This is not a sound you hear. It is something you feel.
It does not begin.
And suddenly, nothing is untouched anymore.
What was still.
Space does not break, but it no longer holds together. The second trumpet does not repeat, it deepens.
You are not seeing more. You are seeing deeper.
The third sound reveals what was never meant to be visible.
Structure emerges without being built.
Nothing moves freely anymore.
The space itself begins to shift without resistance.
Light is no longer passive. It has direction. You are witnessing alignment, not chaos. Nothing here happens randomly, not anymore. Everything is being drawn toward a single truth. The center does not appear, it is revealed.
All directions collapse into one. There is no longer distance, only relation. Everything begins to face the same point. Space is no longer neutral, it chooses.
The next trumpet does not increase, it finalizes. Movement becomes intention, not motion. Every layer responds in perfect order. There is no confusion here, only structure. Even silence has changed. It is no longer empty.
What was infinite is now focused.
The center is not an object, it is authority.
Light no longer rounds, it submits.
There is no resistance, only surrender.
What remains is no longer choice. The center is no longer distant, it is imminent. There is no longer toward, only arrival.
The center is no longer hidden. It is undeniable.
What you are facing is no longer beyond you.
Nothing is outside of this. Nothing ever was.
This is not light you see. It is truth you cannot escape.
What remains is beyond change. This is not an ending. It is a condition that never ends.
You cannot step outside this, because there is no outside.
This is not surrounding you. This is defining you.
There is no observer left, only.
This presence does not end, because it never began.
What you call existence is this.
There is no before this and no after.
This is what remains when everything else is gone.
Nothing can be added, nothing can be removed.
This state does not evolve, it simply is. There is no transition left, only permanence. Nothing changes, because nothing needs to.
There is no alternative.
What is revealed cannot be undone. There is no hidden layer left. Everything is exposed. What remains now cannot be questioned.
There is nothing beyond this, because this is all.
What is will always be.